You could say this is one cold-blooded trailer.
Hey. Because there's blood in it. There's some blood in that trailer.
What's going on, guys? Greg Alba here.
John Humphrey here.
Alright, hour-long podcast we're going to do on the Snowman right now.
Yeah, just these 2 minutes worth of footage.
Oh yeah, there's plenty to break down, especially because we both read the books. We're the right people to talk to about this.
I've seen this movie.
The Snowman. Coming this Christmas, 2017.
Yeah.
I feel like this would have been a cool, like, Christmas horror film to do.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
I don't know the book, but I feel like it would have been a cool Christmas film.
I could see why October, but, you know, I would have been happy to have this at Christmas also.
Yeah, you could have had this taking place during Christmas in the snow at one of those, you know, that panned out well for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That's why we got a sequel for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo immediately.
Totally, right away.
Because they knew to release psychological thriller on Christmas.
Yeah, that's what people want during the holidays when you're cuddling up with your family and doing nice, cheerful things.
Let's get back on topic, John.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender chasing down a snowman guy.
I would love
Olaf has gone insane.
I would love it if the snowman was actually a snowman.
I hope that that's the twist.
Like, what a twist! It's a supernatural thriller this whole time.
It's like that Michael Keaton movie, but messed up.
Jack Frost the Killer.
There is actually a slasher movie called Jack Frost, and I think they made 2 of them.
Yeah, they did. I've seen both.
You've
plenty
seen
of times.
both of those movies.
And
wow.
Michael Fassbender in this role. Anytime Michael Fassbender's in a movie, I have that feeling of, I want to watch it. Do I always? No. But
Assassin's Creed.
I always want to watch it because Michael Fassbender's in. If it goes on Netflix, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
This is the kind of film I think I would watch. You know, it doesn't look... You get a lot of horror movie trailers nowadays, and it's rare when you see a movie that they advertise terrifying novel. I feel like we don't get that many trailers where they throw that on as a title card, because how many terrifying novels do they adapt? For them to say that makes me go, ooh, I kind of want to read the novel, and I want to check this out, because I feel like it'll be much more than just cheap jump scare thrills. It looks like a really good detective mystery thriller where the detective character is deteriorating over time, as really good detective thrillers go.
Yeah,
where they get involved in this.
That sense of dread and foreboding and that, like, run-down quality that starts to take hold partway through. Like, you start to feel movies like these when they're done right.
Rebecca Ferguson's in this trailer.
Yeah.
And ever since, you know, she's done movies before Rogue Nation, and she's done movies that are coming out after Rogue Nation. And I feel like after Rogue Nation, more people are definitely more interested in who she is as an actress and seeing more of her roles.
I liked her a lot in that movie.
I love seeing Michael Fassbender and Rebecca Ferguson, people who have played badasses before. They don't look like they're playing badasses here, but Rebecca Ferguson's still using her sex appeal to lure in the killer. That's always a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, that's tempting fate right there.
But I feel like she could attract more than just a serial killer if she does those kind of things.
I feel like a lot of killers hate attractive women doing attractive things.
Yeah.
And
well, it's because they blame them for their lust. The killer's probably some type of religious person. Like, that's how these killers go down. They have, like, religious qualities in them, and lust is wrong. So when they start to lust, they blame the woman. And I feel like that's what he does with attractive women. It's J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is the killer.
Dude, he's British in this trailer.
The way they shot, the way they cut the trailer together made it look like J.K. Simmons was the bad guy.
Oh. I wasn't even thinking about it, but I guess so.
Why else would they show J.K. Simmons in this smaller supporting role and not really promote him and all these things? It's like,
maybe he's not that big of a character.
I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if J.K. Simmons was the killer. Like, oh, he looks like an important guy. He has
doesn't
status.
Look like the kind of guy who would be doing this.
Yeah, you know, they're probably going to investigate. They're going to question him, not because they're accusing him of being a killer, but they have some questions that could lead to the killer. They're going to find out it's him.
I'm not going to take your thing, but I'll meet you halfway and say I bet he's probably involved, maybe.
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 That's a good maybe.
Maybe.
Magneto and Commissioner Gordon in the same movie?
Ezio and J. Jonah Jameson in this. I don't know who he played in the Assassin's Creed movie, but J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. And this trailer looks shot well. It seems like it's really taking advantage of its atmosphere. You know, there is a certain type of snow can either be beautiful or scary. I feel like they're taking advantage of its kind of atmosphere, because when you gotta get away in the snow, it's hard.
Yeah, because
you can't always drive. It's hard to run in it. it's a scary environment to be in if there's a killer on the loose. And plus, it's always gory when you like kill someone and the blood splats on the snow.
We talked about this a little bit in the just the actual reaction part. I'm really excited to get another one of these kinds of movies. You know, one of these sort of more. It's got horror in it, but it's also a crime thriller. It's a little more. I don't want to say adult or mature.
It is more mature. It's like Silence of the Lambs, Insomnia, Zodiac, those kind of horror thrillers.
Yeah, and I was thinking of Zodiac and Insomnia kind of all throughout this trailer, and I'm glad, like, especially for Halloween time, like as cool as this would be to have in the actual winter, for Halloween time, I like that this is an option in my horror intake. You know, something with a bit more of a caliber cast.
That they are advertising as a horror film, but not looking like a conventional horror film. Like, this is the kind of horror movie that audiences that are more mature, who usually look down on like what a horror film is, will tune in for. Like, you might not get the youth to tune in for it. You might not get 13-year-olds sneaking into the theater to go watch it.
I feel like you're bridging the gap a little bit, like with that Snowman head at the end, you know, stuff like that. And I've heard a couple people name check like Giallo, like more Italian-style slasher movies. That's a place where you can get a lot of crossovers when you have a police procedural and then, not a slasher, but you know, like a serial killer is basically a slasher. I hope we get out to see this. My truest hope for this is that it's actually like a secret reboot, kind of like Blair Witch was, where, you know, 5 days before the movie comes out, they reveal that this really is the reboot of Jack Frost, and like we're finally gonna get the Snowman serial killer again. Because that, you know, as a horror fan, I would be confused.
Well, that's our trailer review today, people. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Please make sure to check out our exclusive perks and rewards over at patreon.com/TheRealRejects, which all helps to keeping this channel running. And John is John Humphrey on Twitter and Instagram. Good day!